It's on TV. It's on TV. It's on TV.
Kia ora. Welcome to Room 15 TV. I'm Deanna Clafferty-Painter.
And I'm Frankie Stafford.
Today on Room 15 TV we have an exciting lineup of national and international news and several exclusive interviews with people you wouldn't want to miss.
You'll be stunned into silence and have you gripping your seat. But first up,
on Wednesday the 22nd of September, Mahora School performed to a sold-out Hastings Opera House. The Mahora School children danced and sang their way into the audience's hearts. A special mention, of course, must go to Room 15, who by all accounts brought the house down with their performance of Oliver Twist. The thunderous applause echoed along Hastings Main Street. The grubby street urchins really pulled you back in time to the 1800s. The children had put a massive amount of work and effort into their performance. Weeks of dance and singing practice and weeks of costume design went into the single performance. Well done once again, Room 15. Here's our on-the-spot reporter, Samantha, with Ella Ato.
Hi, I'm Samantha Harries, and I'm here with Ella. Hi Ella, what earthquakes have you been in lately?
Well, Samantha, I seem to be an earthquake magnet. I have been in the Haiti quake, which was 7.1, and the Chilean quake, which was 7.8, and the Christchurch quake, which was also 7.1.
How did you feel during the earthquakes?
They were all different. The Haiti quake was a long rolling. The earth rolled like ripples on a pond. The Chilean quake was about a minute of sharp jolts, then a rumble from the earth. The Christchurch quake began as a roller, then finished with about 6 sharp jolts.
That would have been scary. What do you suggest people should do when they're in an earthquake?
Well, Samantha, first I would tell them to stay calm. It will stop and be over. Remember, it's the earth in control and you can't do anything. Then I would say to stop, drop and cover. Stay away from glass or anything that looks like it will topple over. Then thank your lucky stars when it's over.
Thanks Ella for sharing all that information. Now back to Frankie in the studio.
an interesting interview. Thanks, Samantha. And now for something completely different. Continuing from our Oliver Twist theme, police in England have just busted a nationwide children selling organisation. Police believe up to 200 children could be involved. The details we have so far are: English police are certain that families from poor areas of Eastern Europe are being tricked into selling their children, believing that they are heading to a better quality of living. Instead, the gang leaders are preparing them for a life of crime. Our investigations show that the children are in fact attending a crime school where they are taught from a very early age how to pickpocket, beg, steal and threaten. The children are sent out each morning with specific jobs to do, and at the end of the day they arrive back at the gang headquarters where they share out the day's profits. Unfortunately, the leaders are taking more than their fair share and they are only given a tiny amount, hardly enough to live on. The whole of Europe is in shock over this terrible discovery and cannot believe that this still goes on in the 21st century. Please are asking if you have any information to contact them. Now over to our reporter Mary Dent.
Thanks Frankie. I'm Mary Dent and joining me now is First Five from the All Blacks, Daniel Carter. So Daniel, have you played in many teams around the world and which is your favourite?
Well Mary, I couldn't go past All Blacks. The team spirit and history means a great deal to me. You get to represent the whole country, which is really special.
Daniel, what is the most enjoyable part of playing rugby?
Mary, apart from the friends you meet, I really enjoy the challenge of tackling. It's just you versus the other player. As a kid, I loved play fighting as a kid.
Daniel, tell me about the road to becoming an All Black.
Well, I was lucky enough to have very supportive parents who encouraged me to give everything a go. As I got older, I realised it was something I would like to achieve, so I worked hard towards achieving it.
And we're out of time. Over to you, Deanna.
Thanks, Mary Dent. And now for something completely different. In interesting news this week, locals in the highlands of Congo were gobstruck when they came across Taya Cruz holidaying and checking out the mountain gorillas. Taya Cruz decided to put on a free concert for the whole village. Taya Cruz had the village dancing and swaying to his latest album. In Switzerland this week, a toffee factory exploded, sending showers of sticky toffee raining down on the surrounding countryside. Locals confirm no one was injured but are now harvesting the first ever crop of natural toffee apples. The wild and wacky life of Chuck Barber has finally ended. His final stunt has ended in disaster. Chuck was attempting to become the first person to live for a month in a tank full of orange-beaked octopuses. When judges went to confirm the record, all they found were his sunglasses and a tank full of very full octopuses. The judges think that Chuck didn't know that octopuses were carnivores. And finally, some sports news. New Zealand's first and only IndyCar driver, Scott Dixon, won the Indy Lights Championship for 2011. This is his second championship of his career. Let's cross to our on-the-spot reporter who has more on the situation. Over to you, Cullen Mills Scott.
Thanks, Deanna. I'm Callum Will Scott, and joining me now is IndyCar champion Scott Dixon. Scott, what's the pressure like when you are nose to tail with another vehicle at 300 k's?
Well, Cullen, you have to be very focused. There's a lot going on. Drivers are cutting you off. And you're just not sure what's going on all the time. So you have to be very focused, and the steering wheel pulls on you as well.
Scott, what goes through your mind during a major crash?
Well, Cullen, it's truly horrible. All you can do is hold on and hope for the best. The worst happens at the end where there's a risk of fire and things like that, and you just have to stay calm and wait for the emergency services.
Scott, winning. Tell us what it feels like.
Awesome. The crowd goes so loud and you know it's just for you and your team. You get presented with a magnificent trophy at the end, and of course the best part is a victory lap and some donuts.
Thanks for your time, Scott. Now over to you, Hannah Wrigley, with the weather report.
Thank you, Cullen. Good afternoon, New Zealand. The weather systems are blowing in our favour this week. The extended forecast for the North Island is: in the far north, showers are expected from now till the weekend, followed by scattered cloud and some blue sky. Whangarei will be damp and the washing won't dry. The east coast of the North Island will be fine for the rest of the week and weekend, with cloud increasing from Monday afternoon, which may bring showers overnight. Napier and Hastings should expect warm days. The centre of the North Island. Taupo and Rotorua will experience cool, cloudy days, followed by chilly nighttime temperatures. The capital is in for spells of fine sunny days. Wellingtonians, dust off your togs and head to the city's beaches. Down south on the west, we have showers from Westport to Queenstown. On the east coast, from Blenheim to Christchurch, a cool southerly will blow. The lower South Island will have sunny, frosty mornings with cloud increasing later on. Farmers beware, as there will be a chance of snow. The rest of the Pacific. Western and southern Australia will be mainly fine, while northern and southern eastern areas will have showers. Muggy weather predominates for the Pacific Islands, with warm days and sticky nights. That's all from me for now. Good night, New Zealand. Catch you tomorrow. Back to the news desk with Deanna and Frankie.
Thanks, Hannah.
Finally, Room 15 would like you to visit our wiki site, where you will find a copy of today's news broadcast.
Google us Room 15 Mahora School .wikispaces. Please post your comments or feedback. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you again next time. From the whole team at Room 15 TV.
Goodbye.
Indi no hora.
Gentlemen.
It's on TV. It's on TV. It's on TV.
Ladies and gentlemen.
It's meant to be on TV. It's on now. It's on TV. Seen it on a TV show. It's on TV. It's on TV. And it's on now. Seen it on a TV show. Seen it on a TV show. It's on TV. It's on now. It's on TV. And it's on now. Seen it on a TV show.